and we'll be going right into it.
But they are just diving forward. Make sure you get rid of the graphic. This is Boomy and Remio playing under the tag Lemons right now versus Kirisaki and Kingdom of Magic, and they're on Shipwreck. Kirisaki charges forward, but Boomy is able to deter him, and Boomy and Remy, first two to pick up the weapons. They've got the swords. Kirisaki's trying to catch Boomy, can't get the downlight. Remy keeping Kingdom of Magic off of any sort of weaponry. Neutral light from Boomy, but Remy is not in position. Neutral lights. Oh, but Remy gets a side light instead of a neutral light. They had the potential black hole, but gets thrown away.
Kirisaki tries to go for a nice D-light combo, but it ends up missing. Remy calls in the horn, but finds the bow, tries to go for an end light, and he gets punished by a neutral light from Kirisaki's Boomy. Gets a side stick on his teammate. Remy sent flying into the orange, but so far doing a great job of being able to keep a damage advantage over the red team, as red team is trying to be able to make up that deficit. If they lose their stocks now, it's going to be very difficult for them. D-light side air will finish it off with the Hattori, and Kirisaki actually gets a nice side stick into a side air, fighting off both Boomy and Remy by himself.
He's knocking him around. Remy and Boomy were trying to get the power play onto Kirisaki, but Kirisaki with that hammer just spaced him out. They weren't able to get to. Oh, but Kirisaki can't get to the wall, and Kingdom of Magic wanted to help, but Boomy coming up huge with the dares and ground pounds, takes down Kingdom of Magic, and now Kingdom of Magic is on his last stock.
Boomy being launched into that mine, but interrupted the knockback from it as he gets hit by a sword hit, and Kirisaki getting that D-light side air, able to bring Boomy up to 2 stocks, but Kingdom Magic lost that early stock so badly, and Remy getting back onto the stage as he's on 3 stocks still, and Boomy getting a nice stomp to Sarah. Kirisaki being brought further into the orange, and Kingdom Magic is looking to, be brought into the orange on his last stock already. Less than 2 minutes into the game.
In pure numbers, the red team isn't too far behind. If they're able to get a good gimp onto either of the blue team, then, I mean, they'll be even in stocks, but right now the health advantage is definitely in Lemon's favor. Kirisaki dodging around. He's doing a good job of not really taking too much damage, but Kingdom of Magic on the other side might be going down early. There's the Sair, and now Kirisaki has the 1v2.
And that's going to be rough. I'm sure we're going to be seeing a black hole from both Remy and Boomy here, unless they want to try to do something really fancy with their team combos. I loved what they did there before they fought against Kirisaki, which was Boomy side-aired his opponent into Remy, who was able to get a double D-light stare to send them both off the stage and get that KO rather easily. And here we go, Remy trying to set something up. Kirisaki managing to get out. I'm wondering what they're going to try to do with the hammer.
Yeah, I mean, you can do hammer side lights, but it looked like Boomy had something else in mind with his stomp side light, stomp Sair, and neutral sig from Remorse. It looks like Boomy's been practicing that, because he knew exactly what he wanted to do.
That was pretty cool, because he started it off with a side, I think it was like stomp side light at first.
Yes.
And then when the damage escalated, he did D-light Sairs up until the point where the end sig would kill. Very creative combo coming out from Remy and Boomy to be able to finish that off as they take game 1. And Kirisaki and Comp sticking to, actually switching over to core, Kingdom of Magic, representing those gauntlets. A lot of core players so far at the beginning of this 2v2 tournament. Fun to see as we go back to Mammoth.
I don't hate this decision in the sense that Kingdom of Magic is definitely going to try to be a little bit more defensive, or at least have a character with slightly more defense, but you gotta question how comfortable they are with the new character. Kingdom Magic not struggling too much. You got a nice little nair into a dare.
Kingdom trying to go for these side airs on Boomy, not really working out. As 2 end lights land on the Kingdom, dropping that gravity, or that black hole potential there. Well, actually, Kirisaki having Boomy on the side of the stage gets a nice down here, but isn't able to get anything off, and nice siders coming up from Kirisaki here. So they actually take the lead in this 2v2.
Boomy's in trouble, and Kingdom of Magic tries to get the weapon toss, not able to do so. Boomy gets back to the wall, but the scoop from Kingdom of Magic will take him down. Remorse now 1v2 unarmed, but Kingdom of Magic can't get the neutral sig.
Oh, the side sig finishes, however, smashes Remy into the ground. They actually take a solid 2-stock lead over Boomy and Remy here in this best of 3. Kirisaki going for that end light, tries to get in with a nice D-light down air, tries to go for weapon toss down air combo, and Kirisaki
is caught by the recovery on the left side. Kingdom of Magic, you gotta hold on to this stock for a little bit longer. Gets a nice side stick to keep Remorse away, but Remorse not too deep in any damage. Ground pound from Kirisaki, and Boomy knows he's down, goes for a ground pound of his own just to finish off that stock slightly faster and come back.
Kingdom of Magic really showing up on the score here. He's actually able to manage to land several side sticks. He's still holding onto his first stock as he gets side aired, and he's going to be able to make it back to the stage, possibly if he uses these airs
With
correctly.
the
Wow!
help of Kirisaki.
Kirisaki's recovery saving him.
Nair. I gotta fault Kingdom of Magic there a little bit on that recovery, because you can use those Sairs in the same way Lance players use Sairs to give yourself horizontal movement, and Kirisaki wouldn't have had to go down and add a little bit of damage, but at the end of the day, he survived a little bit longer. But right now, Remorse in the red, Boomy in the yellow on his last stock. Kirisaki is in trouble if Boomy gets a Sair or the ground pound. And stocks evened up.
Kingdom of Magic's trying to be able to do something here as he gets that scoop. Nice sidelight sending Remy off the stage. Remy's dangerously close to kill percent here as an end light barely dodged out as Boomy gets a nice end light on the Kingdom of Magic. Kingdom of Magic doesn't even bother to toss the bomb towards Boomy as he tosses off the stage. Hammer in hand. They have stage control here as Remy's trying to get back desperately with the sword. Dodges out of the way of danger and he's trying to end Kirisaki stock with a nice D-Light Cider. Then he brings him into the orange. Ground pound misses and Boomy's not helping out his teammate here. Remy's going to lose the stock if he doesn't get any help pretty soon.
Boomy in trouble. Kirisaki has the sword, but Remorse is going to keep some pressure onto him. Kirisaki's got to be careful. If he gets taken down, then he's leaving his teammate in the 1v2. Boomy's going to go to the other side, and Remorse gets caught by the recovery. Now on his final stock, Boomy gets the nair, and stocks are still even.
This is pretty big. Wow, that side stick actually stopping Kirisaki or from being flown up, but the bomb does it. This is a 1v2 situation from Remy, and they had the opportunity. I think you could do a black hole with gauntlets.
I have no idea, but Remorse gets a cider, and now it's down to Kingdom of Magic versus Remorse in the 1v1. Dares gets a side air.
Wow, so Gauntlet's already being able to show up, work with these down airs right now. We're going to be able to see if we see any side-light combos. You can dodge out of them, but they're incredibly difficult as the frame window is small, and Remy trying to go in with these side airs. One connects. Kingdom of Magic still holding on to the gauntlets, putting out down airs right below him to prevent Remy from approaching. These sidelights aren't connecting. Another dare comes in, but the nair misses as he gets a dodge in and he goes for a weapon toss. Kingdom of Magic's being brought to kill percent.
Kingdom of Magic threw away his gauntlets. Remorse gets the recovery, has the weapon advantage. Kingdom of Magic goes high. Oh, barely able to avoid that neutral sig. Remorse now back with the bow. And Kingdom of Magic still unarmed. Picks up a hammer.
Tries to go for that side light. Goes to the scoop and gets punished by his Sair. Kingdom of Magic on the side of the stage manages to recover high. Remy does not punish. He goes for a down stick, and Kingdom tosses aside his hammer as Remy's now given the advantage in this matchup. Weapon given to him, waiting for Kingdom to approach, and he's just getting a weapon spawn, but that D-Light Sair might do it.
Dodges right in the downlight Sair. Remorse a little bit early with that taunt. Kingdom of Magic still alive. Gets back to the wall, and if Remorse gets taken down, he is going to have the reddest face.
That is absolutely true, as Kingdom has actually done a great job of being able to recover here. He's throwing out signatures left and right, but Remy can't find the KO on Kingdom, as Kingdom find the gauntlets, which are his weapon of choice. It's the side stigs, puts them into the orange. If he gets another signature like that, wow, the recovery coming really close. Remy has to be very careful against the likes of Kingdom's gauntlets here.
Yeah, that was a wake-up call for Remorse. Side sig again! Kingdom of Magic takes it, Remorse! Wipe your face, boy.
Remy taunts after D-Light Sair and loses.
There's the face palm. You know Remorse is he's so sad right now.
Gauntlet side sig did a lot that game because not only did it KO somebody and bring somebody to kill percent in the middle of the match, it's what allowed Kingdom of Magic to win with that core. And they end up actually taking game 2 over the likes of YeahMe2KHonestlyHot, which is Boomy and Remio. Well, Remy. Previously known as Lay Remorse, which is why we're seeing a switch between those two names, but now as Remy, they're banning 2. Boomy clearly salty about the likes of gauntlets, and wow, that was 2 side sigs from deep early orange, and that did it.
There's a Taros!
Alright, now I would be scared. Boomy's Taros completely dominated in our last 2v2 tournament. I remember he got all 3 of Logic stocks in like a minute in a 2v2 game with this Taros. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not he's going to be able to do the same against the likes of this team, as they actually just lost a really close 2v2. Remy fighting off against the likes of those gauntlets as Boomy has the axe in hand, gets a side air and down air as well near the mine. Boomy putting on the damage onto Kirisaki here as he's yet to take any himself. He's nearly KO'd this Bodva.
Boomy is just keeping Kirisaki at bay, and the slide charge neutral sig there is the gravity cancel taunt. And I think at this point, that one was okay. That one...
It was a good Ensig. That was pretty neat. Rarely do I see Teros' Ensig on Axe be used that effectively. And Kirisaki going in for that early downsig kill. Kingdom of Magic actually getting a nice side air, or side light into Nair. Boomy off the stage. It gets ground pounded. That might be Boomy's stock.
No, Boomy with the recovery gets back up. He wants to go high. Kingdom of Magic able to get... He goes high, but Boomy with the Nair, and Boomy, he's just taunting as Kirisaki's coming at him.
I think Boomy's pretty salty about those gauntlets, so every KO that he's going to be able to get on core is going to be a little bit of a victory for him. As he's in between both characters, and he actually avoids a side sig and runs into an end sig from Kingdom of Magic, as Kingdom of Magic gets that scoop onto Remy. Remy set high and near kill percent, but Team Red is already behind 2 stocks here, or 1 stock. They need to be able to end Remy's stock really quickly. Scoop's coming out, but Remy not getting caught by them, and he's being protected by Boomy's Teros right now.
Red team wants to take down Remorse. Remorse goes in with that side sig. Kirisaki can't get the Nair. Remorse able to keep him away.
Ooh, Kingdom of Magic avoiding all those axe maneuvers, but that side air finally connects, and he's on his last stock now as Remy still holding on to his 3rd stock, just running away from the opponents, and it's actually working. He's not getting too much damage in, but because they keep chasing him around, excellent side sig. Oh, this black hole that's coming up from Remy and Boomy at the end sig, and the down air, wow!
Kingdom Magic gets, he couldn't get the wall touch. He was close, but couldn't get the touch, and now we're seeing a black hole. Remorse with the neutral light might have messed it up, but they're able to pick it up with that side sig, and